So this was another childhood movie that it has like a lot of twists too. But first things first, I do want to say one of the recognizable actors. One of the family members plays a fake superhero that just dresses up like a superhero but delivers pizza, which is also a twist. He's not really a fake superhero. He just kind of dresses like one, but the joke is he delivers pizza. Um, and he's played by Adam West, which is awesome. So there's this kid that's about to be 13. He's scared he won't get adopted because teenagers don't get adopted. And he runs into this guy at the science fair who um, also has a big twist, is his son um, in the future. And there's a line that kind of hints at that. At first, you just think it's more of a ha, I'm older than you joke, but later it's like, nope, he is older than him. For sure, because he's like, well, I was born in the past, so I'm older than you. Because, he's 12, about to be 13, but the dude from the future is already 13, but it turns out he's his dad, so he's older than him. Not technically right now, but he's definitely older than him, obviously, because he's his dad. Then there's this villain, the bowler hat guy, which is all they call him because the future guy doesn't know him. Um, They never explained why they call him that. Like, yeah, obviously he's wearing a bowler hat, and I'm pretty sure it's because they don't know who he is. But you would think the main character would be like, "Why do you call him that? Don't you know his name?" But nope, they never do anything like that. It turns out he's his roommate, and he blames him for his life being ruined because one time he stayed up all night and made him have like a bad sleep because he was really loud, so he couldn't sleep. So when he went to his baseball game, he he didn't catch it, and his teammates beat him up, and his life went downhill after that because he couldn't stop complaining about how he lost the baseball game to parents that were trying to adopt him. So nobody ever adopted him, so he just became evil. It's a very weird origin story, but you know, kids movie. Not gonna criticize it too hard, but that's definitely a weird origin story. He starts working with this hat that was rejected by the main character. Um, and the hat turns out to be really evil or whatever, more evil than the bowler hat guy, because the bowler hat guy is just broken, I guess. So, the world is now taken over. Everybody's wearing these hats. They're evil now. All the buildings are dark and grimy and hat shaped. So he goes into the past, goes to the bowler hat guy, and he says, I'm never going to invent you to the hat. So the hat disappears. He goes back to the future, and there's like some upbeat music, and everything's fixed now. That happened in like the span of 5 minutes. So, the fact that they tried to make it like this big happy thing, like, yay, the world's fixed again, when we only had one scene of it being messed up and him immediately leaving. City gets messed up. He jumps in the time machine. He leaves. He says the hat doesn't exist. He fixed the place. Done. Why are they doing this happy ass music like the world's been ruined for a long ass time? It's crazy. Even for a kids movie, it should have lasted longer, had more scenes, or just lasted longer. He was there for like a minute, left, said the hat doesn't exist, came back, and it was fixed. And they're acting like it's some big accomplishment, which it's not. Then he realizes that a lot of the characters that were in one of the beginning scenes of the movie are all some of his future family members. And it just kind of ends. It's a pretty good movie. Not as good as I remembered it. It's still pretty funny though. There's a girl that's kind of like Wednesday Addams, and um, that was a thing. And one of the characters has a puppet that is supposed to be real. All the other characters act like it's real too. Kind of weird joke. Then there's fucking frogs that they murder one of the hats because there was a second hat. The hat gets killed, and they do like a mob boss joke where they put it in the back of a trunk and say he's gonna sleep with the fishes. That's an insane joke to make in a kids movie, but it was funny. And then there's a dinosaur that gets brought back from the past. That was pretty cool. I don't know why it's called Tiny though, because they never gave it a name in the movie, as far as I remember. It showed up because the bowler hat guy went into the past and brought it back, and he did all that off screen, by the way. And yeah, that's really it. It's a fun movie.